Hi guys, it's Srixon down here at Quest Golf Academy here at Prairie Sports Village. I'm going to test the new Srixon Z Star and the Srixon Z Star XV. These are two premium golf balls aimed to compete with your Pro V1s, your TP5s, your premium golf balls. So when we actually look at the golf balls, now the Srixon one, the actual Srixon Z Star, it does have a logo on the side which is prostate cancer. This is not what you would normally buy in the shop. This was a bonus pack where every pack that was bought, they were actually given £1.50 to prostate cancer. That was just a special pack that I got given. On the line on the side on both the Z Star and the Z Star XV, I really like that alignment line. I'm a big fan of slim text with actually arrows on either side. It doesn't put me off that at all, the aim up line. Srixon symbol is nice and clear, and the red numbered ball is the Z Star XV, and the black numbered ball is just a Z Star. I've gone through the same testing process that I have with all of the other ball tests I've done so far this year. I really like to test golf balls starting on the putting green, then moving into chipping and pitching and getting a feel for the golf ball first without any data. Then come back in here at the Quest Golf Academy to hit it on GC quad and get some shots from 100 yards, 5 shots and take the best 3. Take shots from a full 7-iron shots, again 5 shots, take the best 3, and then full driver shots, 5 shots, take the best 3 for both golf balls. I then also carry out a durability test where I use a brand new wedge and hit 10 hard shots into the simulator with the same ball that I've tested all the way through the process to see how durable the cover is, and then we cut the thing in half and see actually what's inside it. So let's talk about the line of golf balls first, and then we'll talk about what feelings I would get when I was over in Lumina, south of Spain, when I tested it a couple of months back. So the two line of golf balls, the Z Star and the Z Star XV, these are golf balls that have been around for a while, but these are a new version of the golf ball now. I've played this golf ball in the past. I've actually been a huge fan of it because I like the feel of it more than anything in particular. The gold package is the Z Star and the silver package is the ZXV. Softer, slightly harder. Normal, Pro V, I hate to say it, but it is Pro V, Pro V1X. That's the kind of comparisons we're looking at with these golf balls. So let's get into what I was finding on the feel of the golf balls, and then we will get into some of the testing as well. So when I was out at Lumina and I was testing the golf balls, putting with it, chipping with it, pitching with it, for me, start off with the Srixon Z Star, I was getting, and this is my exact wording, very, very, very soft off the putter. The softest golf ball out of almost every ball that I've tested so far this year. I was getting a super soft sound. I was getting very, very high spin when I was chipping and pitching with it. They were my reactions. I think the soft feel gave me the impression I was going to get more spin as well, but it seemed to when I was chipping it into the greens and pitching into greens, I was getting some good stopping action. Likewise with the Srixon Z Star XV, I was only getting soft feel. Now, we're still talking soft, but just not very, very, very soft. I got more of a clicky noise with the Z Star XV. So I was getting a little bit more of a clicky sound when I was hitting it, and not as good as spin numbers when I was chipping it in there, and not good as spin response, should I say, because I wasn't doing it with numbers at that point. But so that was kind of my feelings on the golf course. So for me, straight away, the one that I was liking the most was the actual the Z Star, because for me, this had characteristics that I really look for in a golf ball. I'm a big fan of soft feels. I'm a big fan of high spin. So that really kind of suited my feels around the greens straight away. So when we got onto the academy and we started testing the golf balls, I used a brand new tailor-made wedge for the 100-yard shots. And I can't really tell what was happening with the feel because it was so hard to hit. I was only really measuring the flight and the spin characteristics. So we can see up on screen here now the data. These are the best 3 out of the 5 that I hit. All of them carried at 100 yards for the average. And as expected, the Z Star was higher spin at 11,184, which is high spin compared to some of the numbers of balls I've tested in the past. Not the highest, but very healthy spin characteristics. Now the Z Star XV was only just a little bit below that in the spin characteristics. This had spin rates of 10,837. So we're talking 200 RPM, if that, it's nothing. So between the two, I was finding very, very little differences on full wedge shots hit with these golf balls. We'll check out the 7-iron next. Okay, so moving into the full 7-iron shots from the two golf balls, and almost there is no difference at all. Same carry distances, same spin rates, almost identical launch angles. The Z Star XV just slightly launching higher, but that could have really been the shots rather than the golf ball itself. But almost exactly the same from the full 7-iron shots. And again, it goes back to the idea for me, golf balls should never be tested on full golf shots. It all should be short game, and the spin characteristics, and maybe just spin on the full wedge. After that, you could be hitting any golf ball, unless it's really hard and you get a little bit faster ball speed. You don't really see a great deal of difference. I'll show you that with the driver too, because we don't see a great deal of difference with the driver. So we look into the driver numbers, and as I just mentioned, they're almost identical again. Both in there at 280 carry distance. The spin rates are 200 difference, but so little between the two. I mean, that's not even controllable to a degree. Ball speeds are both just under the 160 mark. For this type of ball, it's perfect. If I go harder ball, I get a little bit faster ball speed, but not really that noticeable difference, a mile per hour, 2 miles per hour most. And apart from that, pretty much across the board the same. So far, the only differences I can tell is the feel on putting, chipping and pitching, and my perception of how that spins when I chip it into the green. We see a little bit more spin rate in the wedge shot from the Z Star, but really after that, we don't see any differences at all. So then it moves quite nicely into durability. So these two golf balls pretty much have the same cover, and I hit 10 full wedges with each of these golf balls into the simulator screen to kind of almost try and put it under a real measured test that it still quantifies actually wear and tear, a little bit of you know, hitting and thinning and scratching of the actual golf ball cover. Premium at its best, these covers. They have hardly scratched at all. The paint job is still pristine. Minimal scuffing. So durability from what I tested compared to some other brands is off the scale with these two golf balls. Absolutely perfect. Then when we cut them up, because I was thinking, well, what is actually different? I'm really struggling to tell what is different between these golf balls. If we're looking with the same cover, if we're looking with the same build-up, the same nothing says in the box about whether it's 3-piece, 2-piece, 4-piece. So that's the only way we can find out, kind of cut them up in half. So started with the Srixon Z Star first, and we see what appears like a 2, possibly a 3-piece golf ball, but very hard to really distinguish compared to some other brands that I've cut up in the past. And it looks like a multi-material core. It doesn't look like it's one same material. It actually looks like it's multi-material inside the core. For me, the feel is I'm getting off the cover, off the feel of that as well, but the core is giving me that really soft feel with the Srixon Z Star. When I move into Z Star XV, we see a 3-piece golf ball. We actually see the cover, as we see the same with the Z Star, an outer core and then a more defined inner core. It doesn't seem to be multi-material. Now, typically when you go more layers on a golf ball, that reacts differently from longer shots to shorter shots, and you're supposed to see a little bit more variety. I didn't massively see that between these two golf balls at all. In fairness, apart from the feel, for me these golf balls sit so closely together, it's unreal. These two golf balls, for me, even if I hadn't cut them up in half, and I can see a noticeable difference, the only one thing for me is I felt that the Z Star was a softer golf ball. Now for me, both golf balls are really fantastic. I actually really love these golf balls. I'm a huge fan of the Z Star from the fact that the performance that I got from the full shots, measuring it on here, hit the spot for me exactly. But then I blended that with the soft feel, because I'm a big soft feel golf ball type player, and that just fits me brilliant. I love the lineup. I love the overall image of this golf ball. Durability was off the scale as well. If going super soft feel with the Srixon isn't quite your cup of tea, then maybe you want the performance of the spin, same characteristics and the durability, well then you've got the Z Star XV. That's the only difference for me. It's just it doesn't feel as soft. But both golf balls, exceptional. And really, almost almost topping that pile for premium golf balls compared to your Pro V, your TP5, your Callaway golf balls. I feel like your Srixons are really close to the top of that profile. I think I definitely need to go out on the golf course and play with the Srixon Z Star and kind of get a response when I've played a few rounds with it. I'll kind of fill you in with that. Guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, click that thumbs up. Comment below what other balls do you want me to see. I would love to test the other Srixon lineup. That would be really interesting to see. Hopefully I can get a hold of some of those golf balls. So kind of some of the other options. But it's fascinating for me testing these golf balls because as much as there are differences between them, the feels are so different across every golf ball that I've pretty much tested so far. As always, please test golf balls. If you're looking for a new one, test it on the putting green first. Go from the putting green and work your way all the way back and factor in price. You don't need to pay ridiculous fees if you're going to be losing them. Get a ball that's actually going to fit your budget as well. Guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe below if you're new to my channel. If you're a Srixon guy coming over and you've not watched any of my content before, hit that subscribe button. It keeps you connected to all the reviews that I do on my channel, instruction and course logs, and more ball testing. Thanks for watching, guys. And that was the Srixon Z Star and the Srixon Z Star XV golf balls. Done. Good balls. Very good.